Hi guys, and welcome back to another video where today we're going to be predicting the scores of week 35 of this, the 2018-2019 Premier League season. But before we get on to this week's predictions, let's have a quick look back at how well we got on in week 34.
So last week had a pretty poor week, only had 7 points, with one perfect score being Man United to correctly beat West Ham 2-1.
Whereas Nathan, I came away with 5 points, which is very disappointing from my point of view, especially when I've been, predicting quite well in recent weeks. Overall now, though, Nathan, you are on 237 points, and I'm on 252 points now for the season. Looking in the comments section, top scorer of the week was Free to Bet with 12 points. So Free to Bet, congratulations on that. And I know I keep an eye out for your predictions each and every week, because you've been doing pretty well over these last few months. For those of you who are playing along in the Fantasy Football League, here is the top 10. And once again, we see Nick Fox, top of the shop, with his team City Centurions FC. Had a game week score of 49 points, which puts him on 2,103 points altogether. Top scorer of the week in Fantasy Football, though, was Warnock's a Hero, managed by Youssef Taleb, and he had, I think it's a he, 111 points, which puts him on 1,961 points altogether, and I think he's a Cardiff fan as well, so congratulations there, Youssef. For yourself, Nathan, you had 58 points this week, which puts you up to position 31. You're now on 1,895 points overall. I, however, had just a 36 points, not a very good week for me at all, and puts me down to 44th position, and I'm now on 1,849 points altogether. For this coming week, there's 14 fixtures to predict. 2 of those actually happen next Wednesday, and those matches between Wolves and Arsenal and Man United against Manchester City. Now, for the purpose of this video, we're going to include them and just put them in for fun for you guys. I'm going to count them into our scores, but they probably won't be in the final score until week 36.
Yeah. Or
37 rather. So without further ado, let's make some predictions.
Okay, so first up we have the midday fixture between Man City and Tottenham. Now they're playing tonight at the Etihad, of course, in that Champions League tie. Now Tottenham have a 1-0 advantage over the Citizens, but hopefully the Drake curse doesn't happen again for Manchester City, because of course I saw something on Facebook earlier, Kevin De Bruyne pictures with Drake, so
ooh, interesting.
Yeah, that's not it's not,
maybe it was not a photo.
No, it wasn't, it was recent, because it's only just come up in the last few days. So, and I think he had a picture of most of the squad as well, which is not good news for Man City. But building on from that, if Man City do lose tonight, then Pep's going to want them fired up to win the Premier League, of course, since they'll be able to get as many trophies as possible if they do so. And Tottenham, well, they're not doing well away. I think they've lost their last 4 away games, so it's inevitable Man City are going to win this one. I think it's going to be 2-1 to the Citizens.
Yeah, I agree. As you say, Manchester City at home, strong. I think they're going for their 10th victory in the league. Tottenham, as you said, lost their last 4 away matches, so I think this is sort of the 3rd match on the trot that they're playing each other, so they're going to know each other inside out. They're going to be sick of seeing the sight of each other as well. But I'm going to go for a 2-0 home victory to the Citizens in this one. I think they're going to carry on that winning run in the league and put more and more pressure onto Liverpool. Next up, we've got Bournemouth against Fulham, and this takes place at 3 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. Of course, the Tottenham versus Man City matchup at the Etihad is at 12:30. With this match, Bournemouth coming off the back of a fantastic victory over Brighton at the Amex last week, winning 5-0. Fulham having a good result themselves, beating Everton 2-0. So it could be a tricky match this for Bournemouth, who had been in dire form just before that win. But Fulham haven't won away all season, I believe. Not one victory to their cause. So I'm going to go for a Bournemouth win in this one, and I'm going to go for a narrow 2-1 win.
I've gone exactly the same as you. I can't see Fulham winning away on this one. They have been terrible away this season.
Yeah.
All throughout. I don't think they've drawn many either.
I'm not sure how many exactly, no.
But yeah, they really haven't done well away, so that's why I've gone 2-1 Bournemouth. But I think Fulham will score in this one, however. maybe a Mitrovic or a Schürrle goal.
If Mitrovic, I know he was stamped on last week, so
Yeah.
if he's fit or not, yeah,
Who knows?
he should be.
Next up, we have the dire Huddersfield playing against a very good Watford side, of course, who got into the FA, who are playing in the FA Cup final. Straight up 3-0 Watford victory. Huddersfield, one of the worst Premier League sides in history. I can't see anything happening for them. They're just dreadful. So 3-0 Watford.
Yeah, I'm going to go for a straightforward victory to Watford as well. They're away, but they're going to be too strong for Huddersfield, who are down and out. They're on 14 points. Can't see them really getting too much now for the rest of the season. Watford, eyes on the FA Cup final, but also possibly on that 7th position. But do they actually want to go into Europe at the end of the season? You know, they could be playing for pride. It's always good to finish 7th, but you've got the likes of Leicester, Wolves, Everton and Watford, all just 1 point between themselves. You've got Leicester and Wolves on 47 and Everton and Watford on 46. So, as I said, I think it was in the previous predictions video, could be a poison chalice. Just look at what happened to Burnley. Okay, they've turned things around now, but do these teams want to actually qualify for Europe? Maybe fans of those teams, can you let me know in the comment section, because your season's going to start in probably early July or something like that.
Well, they go into the Europa League qualifying.
That's right, yes.
So, and you saw how tired out Burnley got. I think they got knocked out by Olympiacos. I think that's right.
Remember,
Straight past Aberdeen. Then just missed out on the group stages. Very unlucky for them.
Yeah, but yeah, as I said, in this match, I'm going for a Watford 2-0 win over Huddersfield. Next up, we've got West Ham against Leicester, one of the toughest fixtures to predict this weekend. Leicester last week surprisingly losing, and West Ham, I think they lost as well. I think they're on a free match losing streak at the moment. What was it? Leicester lost at home against Newcastle. So
that's shocking.
Very difficult to predict this one, but I'm going to stick my neck out. Brenda is going to have them fired up. He's going to want to turn it round. Whether they want to qualify, as I've said, for the Europa spots, we don't know. So I'm going to go for an away victory in this one, even though West Ham have been very good at home this season. And I'm going to go for a 2-1 victory for Leicester in this fixture.
I've gone exactly the same as you. I think Leicester just going to be too strong for this one. Well, mainly because of West Ham's form. Many West Ham fans complaining, of course, of how the team's playing at the moment. So, 2-1 Leicester. Next up, we've got Wolves versus Brighton. Now, Brighton, terrible. Just losing 5-0 to Bournemouth. That's a shocking result. And then, of course, us beating Brighton 2-0. That was a very good victory for us. I think Brighton are down and out. I think they're going to get relegated, to be honest.
Well, there's still a long way to go. I wouldn't count any chickens yet.
But
you've seen in the Premier League, you can see in anything. You know, anybody can. Well, not anybody can beat anyone, because you're talking about top 6 and stuff. But they play. You know, they got some fixtures coming up. You know, in Newcastle and Wolves blow hot and cold. So
they struggle against the teams lower down in the table. But I don't know, Wolves. To be honest, they are at home, which they always seem to pick up results at home. They don't seem to do it. They don't seem to play well against the teams around them away very well. Like, they beat us 2-0 at home as well at Molineux. So anything could happen with this. I reckon. I think Wolves will win 2-0. I think that really says goodbye to Brighton's season, to be honest.
Well, there's still, there's still 2 points ahead of Cardiff, so you can't see. Cardiff could capitulate themselves, and Brighton could still stay in the Premier League. So I'm not taking anything for granted at this stage. Wolves, though, at home, they want to put on a show. They're out of the FA Cup, concentrate on the league. Does Nuno want to get into that 7th position and then qualify for the Europa League? Who knows? We'll find out on Saturday on their attitude and everything. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 win for Wolves in this one anyway. So next up, we got Newcastle against Southampton. Another tricky tie to predict. Newcastle really need to gain some sort of victory, I think, just to make sure of their that they'll be in the Premier League next season. I don't think there's too much trouble of them going down. Coming up against Southampton been in excellent form recently. I think they've won 3 of their last 4 matches. So I think it's going to end up all square, and I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw.
Yeah, I reckon Southampton, one more victory and you're pretty much safe, to be honest. Newcastle, I'd say 100% safe now, 38 points. You're pretty much there, to be honest. But yeah, this is going to be a really close one. Both teams will be up for it. Southampton, good form at the moment as well. Same with Newcastle, I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. Next up, we have the first of the Sunday fixtures, starting with Everton versus Man United. Now, Man United going out to Barcelona. I think they lost 3-0.
They did last night.
Is that correct? Lionel Messi, phenomenal, honestly.
Superb.
People are saying that the wheels are starting to come off the bus for Man United, but who knows, really. We just got to see how they perform in the Premier League now. They're probably going to be playing Europa League football next season, which might upset a few Man United fans, but there we are. Coming up against an Everton side who lost to Fulham, of all teams. So, but yeah, that is away in Everton, not the best away at the moment, I believe. I reckon Man United's going to build from that Barcelona defeat, and I think it's going to be 2-1 victory to the Red Devils.
Everton very strong at home though, so I think it's going to end up all square. Man United is probably going to be reeling. They need to bounce back or do something. They need to, put a little bit of a smile on the faces of the fans. They want to get into those Champions League spots as well, and they have been winning in the league. I know they lost a couple of games ago, but I think Everton, with their strength at home, I think it's going to end up all square. I'm going to go for a high score draw of 2-2 in this fixture. Next up, we've got another Sunday match. The Everton versus Manchester United matches. The first game on Sunday. This one is at 4 o'clock on Sunday, which is between Arsenal and Crystal Palace. London derby. Arsenal are superb at home. They have been excellent all season at home, not too clever away. Although coming up against Crystal Palace team who haven't been clever at home, but they've been excellent away. But I think the quality there of Arsenal, they are playing in Europa League tomorrow evening
against Napoli,
which is going to be a tough test for them as well. Whether they'll recover in time for this fixture on Sunday remains to be seen. If they didn't have that fixture, I think it'd be a bigger margin, but I'm going to go for a narrow 2-1 victory to the Gunners in this one.
I've gone exactly the same with you. I probably would have gone 2-0 or 3-0
right,
if Arsenal weren't playing in Europe tomorrow evening. But yeah, I reckon Palace will score by way of a Milivojevic goal or a Zaha goal, because they did seem alright against Man City earlier in the weekend. But yeah, 2-1 to Arsenal. Next up, we have the second 4 o'clock fixture between Cardiff City and Liverpool. Now, Cardiff, fantastic win against Brighton last night. Mendes-Lang wonder goal, and Morrison getting his first this season with a header as well. Great set piece in the box there. Liverpool sat at the top of the table, won their last 5 matches. Liverpool fans don't think you can ask for anything better than that, really. To be honest, I want to see Bobby Reid play on the weekend, maybe with Camarasa behind him. And then Mendes-Lang on the wing, so that's how I want to see him line up, to be honest. I can't see Cardiff winning this one, unfortunately, and I think it's going to be a 2-1 victory. I think Cardiff will score, but I think it'll be a 2-1 victory to Liverpool.
I'm not sure if Bobby Reid will play, because he plays in that sort of Camarasa sort of position, and Camarasa's form this season has been phenomenal. Quiet slightly the last few games, although he played really well last night against Brighton. Cardiff really needed that victory. They've got these, I think it's 4 fixtures left now, and more than likely, looking at this Liverpool match and Manchester United, probably won't get anything out of either. I can see Liverpool winning this one. They need to, if Manchester City are going to win on Saturday against Tottenham, then the pressure is on for Liverpool to win this one. It's going to be a nervous affair at the Cardiff City Stadium for them, because I know that the fans at Cardiff are going to be in full voice, and they're going to be baying for blood, especially from Liverpool. There's not a lot of love for Liverpool from Cardiff City fans.
Unless for those Muppets who sit in the home end, who have decided to buy tickets.
Well, yeah, we won't really go into that, but Liverpool, Cardiff haven't gained any points against the top 6 this season. They should have done against the likes of Chelsea, etc. Maybe Arsenal, both home and away. But I think Liverpool are going to have too much for Cardiff in this one, and I'm going to go for a 2-0 victory to the Reds. But it's going to be close and nervous for Liverpool. Next up, we got Chelsea against Burnley. Now, this takes place on Monday evening. Burnley turned their fortunes round, really digging out results, although some are saying that they shouldn't really have deserved all 3 points against Cardiff, because Cardiff played
well. They didn't.
Cardiff played well, and they were robbed of 2 penalties at least in in that match, so it could have turned out different. But looking at Burnley, they're now on 39 points in 14th position, more than safe now. Probably they may relax, but Sean Dyche will probably have them fired up for this. Want to finish as high and as well as they can to the end of the season. Chelsea at home, though, I think it's going to be a very close affair, but I'm going to go for a Blues win, a Chelsea win, and I'm going for 1-0 to Chelsea in this one.
Interesting, I think Chelsea will win this one. However, I think Burnley are going to get a goal in, to be honest. I think by way of Chris Wood, who's been playing, I believe, really well at the moment.
Yeah, he has.
So, 2-1 to Chelsea. Next up, we have the first Tuesday fixture between Tottenham and Brighton. Now, this is Brighton's game in hand that everyone's on about in the fierce relegation battle. But I don't think they're going to win this one. Tottenham superb in their new stadium. Son just fantastic. It seems to be playing fantastic in there. Maybe he might score a hat-trick, or maybe Lucas Moura might get another one. And I think it will be 3-0 to Tottenham. Yeah,
this is a very difficult tie for Brighton, especially if they don't get anything out of the Wolves match on Saturday. I was reading the Brighton forums, and some of their fans are in meltdown at the moment. So, which they should have a little bit. I know they're not playing well at the moment, but they should possibly have a little bit more confidence and get behind their team a bit more. I know that a lot of their fans do, but I can't see them going to the new Tottenham Stadium and getting anything. And I'm going to go for a straightforward 2-0 win for Tottenham in this match.
Yeah, seeing stuff with Brighton as well, there's like a massive divide in their fan base, I believe, with either Houghton in or Houghton out, and many fans, I believe, were unhappy because they were booed off at half time and people were saying that was unacceptable, not getting behind the team.
And especially at the end of the match they were booed off as well. So.
Yeah, well, people said it was fair enough being booed off at the end, but at half time they were like, no, that shouldn't have happened.
They need to get behind their team, don't they?
Yeah.
Especially with just 4 or 5 fixtures left. Second fixture on Tuesday evening is the fixture between Watford and Southampton. Another tricky one. I think it's going to be a very good game to watch. Not sure if Deeney is banned for this one, or is it just a 1-match ban?
No, 3 matches.
Is it really? Because it was an elbow, wasn't it?
Yeah, straight red.
Red, right. So he's going to be out of this one. But they've got lots of options. Yeah. They've got great strength. Watford keep going to this thing. Do they really want to get into Europe or not? I don't know, but. It's going to be a good game. Southampton, as we said already, in fine form. We don't know what the outcome of the weekend's fixtures before this one, the results. So looking ahead, looking in my crystal ball, I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to the Hornets in this match.
I actually don't think that Southampton are going to score in this one. I think it's going to be a solid Watford win, and I think it'll be a 2-0 win to the Hornets. Next up, we have the first Wednesday fixture between Wolves and Arsenal. Now, Arsenal not doing too well away recently. They did win to beat Watford, however, last time, but apart from that, beat Huddersfield, and then they went on a bit of a sticky run away from home. So, I reckon Wolves prone for taking points off the top 6, and I think this is going to be the case, or this is going to be one of the matches where they do. However, I think it'll only be 1 point, and I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw.
Yeah, Arsenal going into this match, they really need to win if they want to keep that. The Champions League dream alive for next season. They always want to get into that Champions League berth. So, but they're coming up against a Wolves side who have enjoyed positive results against the top 6 this season. I think it's going to be an open game. Both teams seem to play good football. Arsenal against Watford, it was 11 against 10 the other night. So, I think they're going to find this very difficult. Yeah. And I'm actually going to go for a high-scoring win to Wolves in this one. I'm tipping Wolves to win 3-2. Yeah, I'm sticking my neck out on that one. Okay, the last fixture of the game week is also on Wednesday evening, and it's the Manchester derby, Manchester United against Manchester City. It's probably going to be on Sky Sports, this one, I think it is. Man United, not in the best of form. It is a derby, so it's going to be very tight, very close. There's only going to be 1 goal in this one. Manchester City, at the moment, we'll soon see after this evening if they are still battling on all 4 fronts. But in this match, no matter the outcome of tonight or the Tottenham match on Saturday, I think they're going to win this one because Manchester United don't look like they did about 4 or 5 weeks ago. And I'm going to go for a narrow 1-0 win to Manchester City.
I disagree with you. I think Man City are going to destroy them.
Oh, right, okay.
I think it's going to be 3-0 to Man City. I can't see Man United getting a goal here.
No.
and they're just going to build on their poor form of recent.
Superb.
So yeah, that's what I think is going to happen.
There we are. That rounds up our predictions for week 35 of this, the 2018-2019 Premier League season. As usual, I'm going to leave a template of these fixtures in the description. All you need to do is copy and paste them into your comment, and like free to bet last week. Almost forgot then who it was. Free to bet last week. You can get a shout out in the next video. Now, always, Nathan, is there anything you'd like to add before we go?
Subscribe to my channel, link in description below.
And we're going to the Liverpool, or the Cardiff City versus Liverpool match on Sunday, live on Sky, I think. Yeah, it is live on Sky. We'll be there. You'll be vlogging?
Yes, the video will either be out Sunday night or halfway through, or some point on Monday.
So yeah, be sure to check that out. It's going to be an exciting match, no matter what the result. But for now, guys, thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, all that. But we'll see you all in the next video.